Hello, Concord Junior High. This is your math teacher, Mr. Rock. Today's video is about how to graph two variable inequalities. Here we go. Okay, here is our first problem. This is a two variable inequality. And the reason that I say it's two variable is because there's one variable here, x, and there's another variable here, y. And the reason I say it's an inequality is because, well, there's an inequality right here, greater than or equal to. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to pretend that this is an equation, not an inequality. Okay, and we are going to graph it. Y equals 8x minus 3. Remember how to do this. This is the y-intercept, negative 3. So that is the first point on our graph at y equals negative 3. Okay, and then this is the slope. Remember, we use the slope. It tells us the rise over the run, and we get the second point. So the slope is 8 over 1. That tells us to go up 8. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And to go over 1. So my second point is right there. Now, before I draw the line, I need to look. Okay, I need to look. And this is where I look, right here. See how this has an extra mark? Extra mark, make it dark. So if there's an extra mark here, you want to make the line solid. Okay, so we are going to make the line solid, connecting these 2 points. Well, it's not a very straight line, but it's the best I could do. So far we've just graphed a line y equals 8x minus 3. The next thing you need to do is you need to test a point. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is test. So I need to pick an ordered pair that is not on the line. And my favorite ordered pair to pick always, if it's not on the line, is 0, 0. I always pick 0, 0 because it's easy to use in calculations. So I'm going to test this point 0, 0. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into the inequality. So I have y is greater than or equal to 8x minus 3. Y is 0. X is 0. When I simplify this, I get 0 is greater than negative 3. So you need to ask yourself, I'm testing this point, 0, 0. I put it into the inequality, and the answer that I get is a true statement. If the answer that you get is a true statement, then that is the side of the graph with all of the solutions. So you end up shading the side that has all of the solutions. And that's it. Now let's say that you picked a different point. Let's say that you picked 2, 0, just for fun. Let's say you picked 2, 0. So then I get 0. Is that greater than or equal to 8 times 2 minus 3? Is 0 greater than or equal to 16 minus 3? Is 0 greater than or equal to 13? No. Okay, that's false. So if you were to originally pick this point, 2, 0, plug it into the inequality, and the answer is false, then you know that the solutions are not on this side, and they are on the other side, and you would still shade this side. Okay, here's our next example. Again, this is a two-variable inequality because there's a variable x, there's a variable y, so it's two-variable. And it's an inequality because I have a greater than sign right there. An inequality sign, greater than. So the first step to solving and graphing this inequality is to write the equation y equals negative 1/2 x minus 4. Okay, and I graph this equation. The y-intercept is negative 4. The slope is negative 1 over 2, which means I go down 1 over 2. And before I graph the line, I need to come back up here and look. Does this have an extra mark? Do I make the line dark? The answer to that is no. This is just a greater than sign. So if the answer is just greater than, then the line is dotted. So the line's going to look like this. Okay, and this divides the graph into two parts. Okay, one part's going to have solutions, and one part is not. So how do we know which part has the solutions? Well, we use a test point, and my favorite test point is available right here, 0, 0. So I'm going to take that number, that ordered pair, and put it into the inequality. So 0 is greater than negative 1/2 times 0 minus 4. Let's see, negative 1/2 times 0 is 0. And is 0 greater than negative 4? The answer is true. So that means I picked a point to test that is on the side of the graph with the solutions. So this is the side that I shade. All of these ordered pairs over here are solutions. And what that means, too, is that this side right here, this is the side without any solutions. So that's it. Okay, in this video, I hope you learned how to graph two variable inequalities. Remember, the steps are, number 1, graph the inequality like it's an equation. Step number 2, if the inequality has an equal sign attached to it, the line is solid. If it's just an inequality, greater than or less than, the line is dotted. Then the next step is to pick an ordered pair, not on the line. And you use that ordered pair to test. You put the ordered pair into the inequality. If the result is a true mathematical statement, then you have picked the side with the solutions. If the result is false, then you have picked the side that are not solutions. You always want to shade the side with the solutions. Shade, 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 shade it. Bye.